Rough Cuts, Adam Stanchek. Thursday movie review? No. Horrible lighting? Hey, first, let's just get out. Can we fix that a little bit? Good. That's even worse. What if we plug this lamp in down here? I've never done this before. Bam! There we are, solving problems. I wanted to record my movie review for my new iPhone 5. Bam! 5! So, yeah, it's not my, fancy $1 million camera. But I wanted to try it anyway, okay? Because this makes it easier. So, you shut up. Okay, so, Lee is forcing me to stop being a piece of shit and do a movie. So I'm back. I know everybody was excited about that. Lee and I have been talking about, like, how the channel has kind of just become really relaxed, and even I have not been doing reviews. I was doing very good for a long time, okay? So you could just lay off my balls a little bit, okay, you punks? I've been running out of things to talk about. I've talked about, like, every movie that's ever existed, okay? And that's when Lee came up with the brilliant idea that I could talk about these things, video games. I don't know. Do you guys want to hear me talk about video games? Because that could be like I could talk about video games forever. A couple days ago, I was listening to the radio. They had this guy on there talking about this iPad app book that's like a choose-your-own-adventure, but it wasn't like a choose-your-own-adventure because no matter what you pick, it's going to be like the same story. You're just going to get a different perspective and all that stuff. The interviewer was like, wow, that's crazy awesome. That's the coolest thing that's ever existed. And I'm thinking, like, man, that's been like how video games have worked for a long time. Like, you're part of a story, and in most video games, like, it doesn't matter. I mean, either you die and you don't make it all the way through the story, but if you get to the end of it, the outcome is typically going to be pretty much the same. It's just, you know, like, you get to do fun stuff as you're getting plotline, and I don't know. People demonize video games, and they don't really even give them credit, and it's like you have to be a child to play them or whatever. But, I'm going to move the light again. What? That's way better. How's that, guys? You like that? That's better. But of course, you don't have to be a child to play video games. You just have to be awesome. I could talk about video games forever. I really could. I love them. I've been playing them since I was an infant. And I will play them until 5 weeks after I die. In fact, last week, Borderlands 2 came out, and that was the big thing that prevented me from doing my movie review. This is like starting to be the video game season, and I'm pumped about it. I've been working a lot, and the video games are great. Borderlands 2, by the way, is awesome. Hey, do you guys want to see my loot chest? Anybody who is into video games. I pre-ordered the fancy $1,000, $8,000 version. Let me go grab it. What is that? What's that in the background? That's the lamp. That's the lamp. Loot chest. It's plastic, but it looks like it's metally. And then when you open it up... Okay, you can't open it up. Oh, there you go. When you open it up, what do you have inside of it? A Musician's Friend magazine comes inside of it. And my wallet. It comes with my wallet if you order one of these. And a cordless drill. My car keys. Okay, now the real stuff that actually comes inside of it. There's a little bobblehead of Marcus. And it looks like an ammo machine. Kind of cool. Bunch of stickers. One that says Minion on board. Oh, and then there's that sticker. There's a map of Pandora. And it's clothy. Just going to fold that right back up and throw it in there. There, of course, was Borderlands 2, which is now in my Xbox. There's this thing. I think there's photographs in it. Shut up, piano. Inside, there are these photo papers. All the photo papers of the video game. Like a little mini poster, micro posters. This one is intentionally left blank, apparently. Come back. There's my certificate of badassery. And a little book, which I will never read, because I don't know how to read, because I'm illiterate. But, luckily, there are photos in color. I like game art and stuff. Totally worth the $10,000 it costs to get this. So, that was totally off subject. But anyway, Borderlands 2 has been taking up a lot of my time. If you guys want me to talk about video games, I totally will. Like, I talk about some of the old video games. Man, olds are like the best. Oldies but goodies. Oh, man, I could do video game reviews. I have like retro video game collections too. I got a Nintendo 64 hooked up right now to my TV. I got Super Nintendo, buttload of games. Man, if you guys want, if that's what you want. I mean, you can just be like, Adam, we want you back, but just stick with movie reviews. Or Adam, just go away forever. We don't want to see you anymore. You keep on looking at the screen instead of looking at the lens of the camera. This has a big freaking picture of me, and I'm handsome, so shut up, people. Or you could be like, yeah, dude, do whatever you want. We just want you to talk. We just want to hear your sexy voice. So, but yeah, video games, it's pop culture like movies. And actually, like, there's a lot of movie references. In Borderlands and Borderlands 2, they make movie references and stuff. But it's like, I don't know. It's another culture like movies. I know it goes against the grain of what the Rough Cuts was founded on. But the Rough Cuts are kind of falling apart. We're kind of fading away. But we have viewers. I mean, there's the commenters, people who I talk to every single day of my life. And then there's people who watch and they're just lurkers. And what the heck are you doing? We get views with no comments. So we'll never know what they want to watch. But maybe if I start doing video game reviews and they stop lurking, then we'll know that that's not working. But the idea is, like, Lee and I want to kind of bring the Rough Cuts back into like a media conglomerate, if possible. I mean, without us putting any money into it. You know? And to do that, we need to put more content up, and me talking about video games could be a way. So, that was a non-review. But it was me talking, and so that counts for something. And there's you can see the decals, and I showed you the loot chest, so there's a lot of good stuff in here. I'm sure you'll save this one and watch it for weeks and weeks. So, anyway, Rough Cuts, are you willing to have me talk about video games while I play with my new iPhone? Or do you want me to just go back to the movies? Or what do you want? What do you want, guys? Just let me know. I work for you. How do you freaking stop this thing?